So thanks to Instacart, I paid a grand total of $3 out of pocket. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Bargain Game Hunter. This is of course the show where I go hunting for video games from pawn shops, thrift shops, the internet, wherever I can find them to add to the collection. So of course last week I showed you most of my collection. I still have a few shelves left to build. I have built one since then, so there are more games on display, but I still have a few more to build before I can show you my older gen collection, but we'll get to that. But it's time to go back hunting, because I haven't gone hunting since I moved, and that's been about 3 weeks now, so it's time to get back out there. But we'll start off with an interesting situation. So, Instacart. I don't know if you've heard of Instacart. It is a delivery app kind of similar to Uber Eats or, Grubhub, one of those. But they deliver from stores like groceries and whatnot. And yeah, you can get those on Uber Eats and Grubhub as well. But Instacart specializes in like grocery delivery. So there's one point where I ordered a bunch of groceries from Instacart and the driver didn't deliver them to the correct location. And so I originally thought I didn't have my groceries that I paid for. So I put in a request on Instacart and they gave me a credit back so I could rebuy all the groceries. Turns out I did later on find the groceries. They were just at the building across the street from me. So I got my groceries for free, basically. And I had a $35 credit. And I'm like, you know what can I do with 35 bucks? Because I could have saved it for more groceries, but I thought, well, why don't I look and see what other stores are on there that are not necessarily grocery related? And one of those stores was Best Buy. So I looked around, and yes, of course, they had video games. So thanks to Instacart, I paid a grand total of $3 out of pocket for the Castlevania Anniversary Collection on the PlayStation 4. This is a limited run game. Of course, if you don't know, Best Buy does sell limited run games in store. So it's one of the easier venues where you can find limited run products. So this is a collection that includes 8 Castlevania games on it. So it's got the original Castlevania, Castlevania 2, 3, 4, Bloodlines, Kid Dracula, Belmont's Revenge, and the Castlevania Adventure all on one disc. I have, I think, Symphony of the Night on 360. So I have I have a couple Castlevania games, but if you wanted to play old school Castlevania, this is a way to play it, and I get to do it for basically free. I think I ended up having to pay like $3, but not bad considering this is a pretty cool game and it's a limited run game, so I'll take it. Then I went to GameStop. Of course, I always keep an eye on GameStop's website to see if I find some games that are on sale for a good price, and I found a couple games that were for a pretty decent price, so I figured I'd snag them. The first is Ghostbusters Spirit Unleashed on the Xbox Series X. So if you don't know what this is, it's basically like a Dead by Daylight or Friday the 13th, but with Ghostbusters. So it's a 1v3 multiplayer game where you can have certain players as ghosts and certain players as Ghostbusters, and you basically get to go around and tend to catch as many ghosts as possible. Sounds cool. It's made by Elphonic, the same team who made Friday the 13th. So I've heard good things. I'm a big fan of Ghostbusters, so I'm excited to try this out at some point. And then this one I mostly got because it looked really interesting, and apparently it's fairly uncommon. It wasn't new necessarily. I bought it new. It's technically new, but it was an unsealed copy. But it looks interesting. And I'm always down to add kind of obscure games to my Switch collection. So we have Chaos, the Chaos Head Noah / Chaos Child double pack. This is the Steelbook edition. So this comes with a Steelbook and then also the regular case, but the game is in the Steelbook for some reason. It also comes with some sort of DLC pack. It looks kind of like a visual novel. I'm not 100% sure, but it's made by Spike Chunsoft, of course, the same team who made the Danganronpa series. So, I don't know. It looks interesting. Figured I'd grab it. It was on sale, and yeah, another little interesting game to add to the collection. So, 3 online pickups. Pretty happy with them. All right, it is time for the end of the video. Yes, I know. There's not a whole lot of game hunting happening this episode, but that's mostly because of a few reasons. I'm not going to get into that right now, but yeah, kind of a short and retail-focused episode, but hey, that happens sometimes, especially with what's going on lately. So I did want to show off a few more pickups as well as the final values of everything that I got this week. So we're going to start off with a game I picked up from Target. I ordered some stuff from their website, and while I was shopping, I needed a certain dollar amount to fill out the order, and I'm like, you know what? This just came out. It looks fun. I've never played it. Might as well go for it. We have Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe Edition on the Switch. This is a remake of the Wii game that came out very recently, like maybe a couple weeks ago. So it's a very new first-party Nintendo Switch game. Figured I would snag it. Anyway, since we're going over values, that one I picked up for 60 and it is worth 47. So it's already dropped in value. But you know, that happens sometimes. But now, we're going to go to a mini condition report where I'm going to show off the last couple pickups I got from GameStop. Okay, so this is a package, and fun fact, I accidentally mailed this package to my old address, so shout out to Corey who was able to help me get my package from my old address. So we have 4 games. Most were on sale for Pro Days at GameStop. And I think we have, this one does not feel sealed. I think we have one that's sealed. I think we have 2 sealed and 2 not sealed games. So let's find out what they are. Here's the first one. Okay, we have American Fugitive on the PS4. This is kind of a top-down action-adventure game, kind of in the similar style to the original Grand Theft Auto. It's on clearance, as you see, and it's the last copy, so of course it's not like sealed, but it is a new copy. All the clearance games are new, technically. So this one I paid $10 and it's actually worth 21, so I got pretty good value out of that one. Alright, so the next one, okay, this is a fairly new release. I've heard it's apparently a cross between a few different things. One of the games that was thrown around that's similar to is Returnal, so that's interesting. I haven't played Returnal yet, but apparently this game is pretty good. We have Scars Above on the Xbox Series X. Looks like an interesting sci-fi action-adventure type game, so I figured I'd give it a shot. It was on sale for $30 during GameStop Pro Days, and I actually got it for $25 because I had a $5 coupon. It's actually worth $40, so this one actually has some decent value. Now for the 2 sealed games. Cool. We'll start off with Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord on the Xbox Series X. This is I think it's an RTS, or it might be kind of like a Dynasty Warriors type game where you're commanding an army, you attack a whole bunch of enemies. I heard good things about this series, so I figured I'd snag it. This one was on sale for $30 and it is worth $40, so another good pickup there. And then lastly is my one PS5 game, and I've heard mixed things about this game, but again, for $30, I figured it was worth a pickup. And that is Valkyrie Elysium on the PS5. It's another Square Enix RPG action-adventure game. Looks pretty cool, figured I'd grab it. $30, and it is worth $35. So I did pretty well on that batch of GameStop pickups, but we got a few more GameStop pickups as well that I picked up early in the week, starting with Chaos, the double pack with Chaos Head and Chaos Child on the Switch. It's a Steelbook edition, comes with 2 games. I don't know much about it, but looks interesting. I paid 50, and this one's worth 64, so this one actually has some pretty good value. Then we have Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed on the Xbox One. I've been wanting to pick this up, actually Series X. I've been wanting to pick this up for a little while. Apparently it's made by Ilphonic, the same people who made Friday the 13th. So it's kind of an asymmetrical action game where you play multiplayer, kind of co-op, where you with Ghostbusters, you go around and hunt ghosts. It sounds really cool. I think it's a great idea for a Ghostbusters game. I'm excited to check it out. Paid $30, I believe, for this, and it's worth 25. So a little bit of a loss, but not that big of a deal. And then this one, probably the pick up of the week, just because of how cheaply I got it. We have Castlevania Collection on the PS4. It is a limited run release. Picked it up from Best Buy via Instacart because Instacart screwed up and delivered my groceries to the wrong address. So I got a full refund. I did find my groceries, so I got to keep my groceries as well. But I got a full refund and was able to pick this up for $4 out of pocket. And it is worth $49. So this was a huge score. Glad to add it to the collection. So that is going to do it for this episode of the Bargain Game Hunter. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell. That way you know when new videos drop. Like I said, things have been a little different over the past few weeks since I moved into this new place. I haven't been able to really go game hunting much, so you might see a little bit of a slowdown in episodes of this series in particular. I'm going to try to do some other stuff in case I run out of episodes of Bargain Game Hunter, whether that's a collection spotlight episode of the collection show or some other gaming content. Either way, you're going to get an episode of some kind every week. Hopefully I can catch up and get some more Bargain Game Hunter episodes filmed before this one comes out. But if not, I hope you will continue to watch the content and continue to enjoy the other kinds of stuff that I do before I do some more game hunting. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode of the Bargain Game Hunter. Bye-bye.